Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, the Tier 8 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Minsk under the command of Petro. Battle's about to start. I should say it's Petro 123 as well, just to be completely correct. Well, Petro's going to head off to the west side of the map. He's got an 8-inch howitzer which identifies this as an M43, and it's built on the hull of an M4 that's been slightly elongated. You can see that because the road wheels are slightly further apart, and he's using the horizontal volute suspension system. Now, one of these and an M40 actually appeared during the war and was serving in the European sector. In fact, I think there's film of one of these actually in action. At least I've seen film which something that appeared to be an M43. Okay, well instead he's decided to go for that Emil because that makes a juicier target. He's in the centre line and we're dialing in on target. Almost ready to go. Oh, slight red line there from that balconade. Fires around in and yes! That was a direct hit, 422. We didn't see the fall of shot. Normally we like to see the fall of shot because then it indicates exactly what happened to the shell. Okay, well, we've got the full sound effects on today, haven't we? Well, he's going to find it difficult to hit that Maelstrom because the buildings are in the way. He's got a red line from the building. And he's almost loaded. Reload time 37.17 seconds. Can't hit the object 140 because he's actually behind the buildings, but if he comes through that gap, no, I think he still can't get a shot. Nope, still no shot there. And he's got a green line there at one specific point, but he might be able to hit that object 430 if he comes around that corner. Fires around in anyway, and nothing. So I don't think he hit because the reticule was fully dilated, well, not fully dilated, but very big, and so yes, it wasn't very an accurate shot there. And it looks like his teammates behind him are going to have to relocate. Yes, the Conqueror gun carriage has suddenly realised that he's actually in danger and he's headed this way. And it's a smart move. The M53, M55s realise the same thing. They're relocating over to the east side of the map as quickly as possible. Get behind some cover. There's 3 Arty on each side. This is a tier 10 game. This is the tier 8 Arty, there's the tier 9 Arty, and behind us we've got the tier 10. And I think this is far enough for the moment because he can actually lay shells onto the enemy tanks in that corner, and that's precisely what he's going for. He's going to try and hit that 53 TP. He's dialed in. That was the position that 53 TP was in. I think it's probably moved now, and the next shot's probably going to be at that E5, who just killed our SE-130PM. We're dialing in, almost ready to shoot. Now we're ready. Rounds out straight away. Oh, good hit. Yeah, in fact, he hit the Centurion as well at the same time. I think it was the splash, actually, more than anything. But again, they're relocating, moving further east to ensure that they don't get spotted. Turning to face the enemy, who hasn't made it over this way yet. I think they're a bit concerned about that K91, the Lanson C. K91's quite a flat medium, but there's an Object 430U hiding behind that gravel, taking pot shots at our guys, and now he's going to get hit by an Arty round. And it's a big one. That was a direct hit for 514 hit points there. A solid hit. He's now got to 1,135 hit points of damage, but if he moves further down this street, it will restrict his field of fire quite a lot. So for the moment, he's actually staying nearer to the cap than the far end. Okay, he's looking for sight of the enemy. There's the Object 140. He's moving up. We're not fully loaded yet, but we're looking to get a shot on him if we can. Might slow him down. Oh, we just got hit. Rounds out. Direct hit, 367, we're moving again. We have to, that Object 140 was just way too close. And in fact, actually, the Object 140 has been killed by the TS5. So it's quite a big defending action going on here. The mouse is just inside that concrete slabs by the cap. So the enemy is not really trying to force their way in from the north anymore. They've got a Malshan up there and a Hawk, but the E75's holding them back. The most of the action is taking place down at this end, with 2 tanks down on the enemy. Okay, next stop. And oh, got to get out the way of that M53, M55 he was aiming at the time. Okay, it looks like we're going to be shooting from this end, and now we've got a target to shoot at. There's a Hawk 30 right at the other end. There you go. That's that new light tank, the premium, which is quite a good little tank actually. Very similar in many ways in characteristics to the Leopard. Rounds out on him for a splash, and it's a kill. It actually did hit him for 458. That was a really lovely shot there, and I think he's going to try and get a shot now on that Malshan who's moving, and the Conqueror gun carriage just hit. He's trying to divide his time between holding back people from the west as well as hitting the guys in the north. The Malshan is just in that corner, and if you can't hit him directly, he'll go for a splash. Okay, he's going to try and put a shell into him if he can. I always like to go to overhead view to see exactly where the shell is aligned. And that one hit the ground right next door to the Malshan for 309. And we're just moving into a position alongside the Conqueror gun carriage. From here we can cover both alleys. Okay, he's extending his aim. One of the enemies moved up. Was that their Conqueror? 53 TP goes down. Oh, it's the Centurion 5-1, the Australian one, the premium. Lined up the shot, but unfortunately he's pulled back. If he pulls forward to try and get a shot, oh, now we can hit the T110E5. Rounds out on him, and yes, we killed him. Petro got a kill. That's his second kill of the game so far. Of course, he took out the Hawk 30 quite nicely. It was a big, I reckon that was a penetrating shot in the Hawk 30. Must have been. The alpha damage of this shell, by the way, is 1050, penetrating 52mm of armor, but I reckon it was a penetrating shot on the Hawk. We'll have to look at that end of battle stats to see exactly if it was. The Malshan has decided to go between the buildings because he's being chased by an E75 and a TS5. There's only 5 left on the enemy team. 3 Artys. There's the Malshan, rounds out on him and just lands short of him, unfortunately. The enemy does have a Rheinmetall Borsig, which is out near the centre line, or was last seen out near the centre line. Can't guarantee he is out there actually. But Petro's decided he's going to move closer to the cap, which is what the M53, M55 has done. And there's the Borsig, and he just took out our mouse. He just killed the mouse from that corner. Can we get a shot on him? Well, we'd have to dial in. We're almost loaded. It'll be a snapshot. Fires a round in, and he killed the Borsig. He got him. What a fantastic snapshot that was. He lined it up thinking, yeah, that Borsig is going to pull back in that direction. He did, and he went right into the shell. And Petro just said, wow, in chat. Well, he should say wow, because that was a fantastic shot. It was basically a snapshot because the reticule was still trying to close in. And unfortunately, we've lost both our tanks in the north. Both the TS5 and the E75 have been taken out, and now it's 3 Arty versus 3 Arty. And the M53, M55 was last seen grid square A5. And looks like the Conqueror gun carriage and Petro are going to move up this avenue. M53, M55 is going to cut straight across the middle. It's good for 2 Artys to actually cover each other, because if one fires and doesn't kill the enemy, then the other one gets the second shot, which might take them out. Both the Conqueror gun carriage and the M43 have got long reloads, and Petro's almost loaded. He's loaded. Oh, but he's splitting away from the Conqueror. Or is the Conqueror going to stay in the middle whilst he goes hunting? And then they get to see what, or get to hit what he shoots. I think he just stopped to take a shot at the last known position of the M53, and our M53 has found their M53, and he fired his round, which means now the M53 on the enemy team knows he's got a free shot because he's got a long reload. Our M53 is trying to maneuver to get around the other side while he's reloading, and unfortunately now the enemy one is in cover. But he hasn't got the ability to drop his or depress his gun enough to get a shot at our guy. But of course our guy is fixed in place, and the enemy team has got other Arty which they can use. A GW Tiger P and a GW E100. And we can't get a shot at this angle, so we're going to move up and see if we can get a different shot from a different angle. That M53, M55 will be loaded, so we can try a shotgun. Petro is staying with the Conqueror for the moment. Or is he going to go through the buildings? He's going to go through the buildings. Okay. I thought for a second he was going to stay with the Conqueror. The problem with splitting up is that eventually... Oh, the Conqueror got the M53! Yeah, as I say, the problem with splitting up is that you come across an enemy and you don't shotgun him with the first round, and that's exactly what's happened to Petro. Going for the shot, takes out the GW Tiger P, pulls back into cover. If you don't get him with the first shot, then you could be in danger. Well, there's only one enemy tank left. It's the GW E100, and he should be unspotted now, so he can proceed, get close to the cap. And the GWE100's been spotted, so hopefully if Petro's loaded, he might get a chance to hit that guy before the end of the game. The Conqueror just fired. Did he hit him? We can't see him because the M53 needs to spot him. He's moving up to a position where he can spot. I reckon that GWE100 went into cover. Yep, he's somewhere on that corner. We're looking for him at the moment. He might wait round the corner. There he is. He's actually just around the corner. Have we got a shot? Yes, we have. Rounds out. And he's very low hit points. Yes, he gets the kill, which wins the game. Well done, Petro. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. And it's an ace tank for Petro123 in the M40 M43. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, one short of getting a Top Gun. And he also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12 in that one. And because he platooned, he managed to get a Brothers in Arms. Yes, he was actually in platoon with somebody at the end of the game. I didn't catch that when it actually did happen. But his win rate for that game was 5,931, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look. Yes, he actually platooned with the Conqueror. Both of them had over 3. In fact, the Conqueror had 3 kills exactly. He picked up the Brothers in Arms. Petro got the Brothers in Arms. And the M53, he got a Confederate. And the TS5 got a Halonen's medal. So when it came to damage, it was Petro. He got the highest damage on his team, but it was the T110E5 on the enemy team who got the highest damage overall. 3,241 hit points to him, 3,143 to the Object 140, and 3,073 to Petro. Then we've got that M53, M55 managed 2381, and the Conqueror did quite well, 1,753. I almost said badly, but no, he didn't do too badly. When it came to kills, though, it was Petro and that Conqueror gun carriage between them. 8 kills, more than half the enemy team. Petro managed 5, 1/3 of the enemy team, and the Conqueror gun carriage got 3, so did the T110E5. And when it came to base XP, it's all about Petro again. 1,139 base experience points, 1,013 goes to the M53, M55, and of course he got some spotting damage out of that one as well. And the Conqueror gun carriage got 603, he's a bit further down the table. Let's have a look at detail. Petro fired 13 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 1 penetration. Now, was the Hawk a penetration? No, it wasn't. So, which one did he penetrate? It was the GW Tiger at very close range. That shell went straight through the side of the vehicle. And yes, it's probably still traveling at that rate. So it wiped him out. So, surprise there. 12 splash, damage of 3,073 hit points, of which 2,633 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the difference was the GW Tiger P, who was very close when he was shotgunned. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, that's I think was the GW. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 683 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 42,231 credits, and after a resupply of ammunition and consumables, took away a loss of 2,079 credits. He received 1,708 XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. But it was a very good ending, 3 Arty versus 3 Arty, and the better players actually prevailed in the end. So well done to Petro. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that little notification button so you get alerted when a new video comes out. And thanks for watching.